guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and part 8 of Season 2 of our Force India career, and today we have the German Grand Prix. Things aren't going very well this season, but we'll just get into it. We've got a brand new front wing in place. Obviously in the last episode the suspension got banned, which was terrible news. So we've got a brand new front wing, which is looking good actually. Quite happy with it. I think the other front wing can, well, that one, we can cease development on that and maybe do that instead. And we have improved the factory a bit as well, so we can do more of this, which is good news. I mean, what are we gonna go for? What can do with a bit more reliability? Well, let's have a look at the parts on each individual's car. So we'll do that. And is there any? Well, yeah, there's that as well. Probably take that off and maybe take that off as well and do that. Because obviously we've had to go back to an A spec suspension, but we have got a new one in the works. Let's get into it. Still going with the softer setup as usual. And we'll just see how it goes this Grand Prix. You know, we haven't scored points consistently this season. We haven't really had a brilliant performance, a standout performance. Yeah, I think we've had a top finish of 7th this season, which, considering we won 2 Grand Prix last season, that's not too good. So we'll bring in both of these. We'll simulate the session, and hopefully we'll be able to show some competitive pace. I mean, you know, qualifying pace hasn't been the trouble this year. It's been race pace. Well, not even race pace, just reliability, full stop, has been the problem. I'm hoping Perez will go out on the super softs or something, or on the softs. We've got the race trim in, but yeah, we've run out of time. 9th and 15th, that's our worst practice session for a while. We haven't ran the soft tyres yet this weekend, which is a slight concern going into Saturday, but you know, I can't do anything to change that. I mean, is there any point? But we'll do that. I mean, for once it's not a complete disaster, the setup. Well, you just want something somewhere in the middle. Do that maybe. We'll just get that nicely into the middle like that. Maybe do that. That looks good for Checo, and now we'll have a check for Fernando Alonso. I think he wants something kind of there. Yeah, I think that looks good for Fernando, so let's get into it. Qualifying today. We'll send Perez out straight away, and then Fernando soon after. Send Alonso out now. So Alonso is away, and the session starts once again. So we'll keep an eye on Perez first this time. The factory has been improved, and we've now got a scouting facility, so they'll go out and scout drivers, hopefully. Because Fernando is getting older, so you know, I don't want to replace him this year, but maybe at the end of next year. But here comes Sergio Perez to start his lap. This is what we're concentrating on at the moment. So Sergio Perez begins his flying lap. Fernando Alonso soon after, but Fernando is stuck in a little bit of traffic, meaning that this lap probably won't be his best lap. Fernando comes through, and I don't know. I feel like they've done exactly the same first sector. Fernando comes through just slightly slower than Perez, but here we go through the final corner. Sergio Perez comes through, and what's it going to be? It's a 1:30.2. Fernando comes through and he goes a bit faster, 1:30 flat. So Fernando a couple of tenths quicker than Sergio there. Lewis Hamilton 1.5 seconds quicker than Fernando Alonso at the moment. I mean, if we can get a couple of cars in the top 10, that's all we want. That's all we ask for. But we're probably expecting Raikkonen. I mean, he's done a purple second sector. I don't think he's gonna have quite done enough to get pole, but he's gone third, and Bottas has gone fourth. Castroneves is ninth. Yeah, so we could be pushed out of the top 10 by the time the second lap comes around. So we're going to send Fernando out now. We're going to send him out on a brand new set of soft tyres, and now we're going to send Perez out as well. He's not very happy with his setup, Sergio, but we're just going to have to deal with it and bite the bullet. So Fernando, he's a couple of tenths off 8th, which I guess is achievable. I mean, he was in a little bit of traffic the first time. I'm just really hoping he doesn't get put into traffic again, but it's looking like he might actually be in. No, he's through. He's through, that's good. So Alonso through onto his flying lap. We'll keep an eye on his first sector time. Is it going to be a little bit quicker? It is. I don't know how much quicker, but it's certainly quicker. Now coming through the middle sector. What's it going to be? It's even quicker again, so Fernando Alonso is going to improve here. But by how much? That is the question. He's coming around the final corner now. Perez is not going quicker. Fernando Alonso comes through and he goes 8th. What a brilliant lap that is. What about Perez? Where can he go? Only 11th for Perez. Yeah, I mean, Fernando's just got above Nico Hülkenberg into the top 8. We desperately need the money so we can keep improving the car. Lewis Hamilton is going even quicker than he was before. Here he comes. He's 5 tenths quicker than he was before. This is not a good sign. Hamilton coming through and he just blitzes the field. It's unbelievable to watch. Bottas goes 4th. Vettel is currently going quicker than he was before, and he goes through in 7th. So Fernando Alonso, a brilliant performance from him. He's dragged the car up in the 8th place somehow, and he'll start there for tomorrow. Perez down in 12th place. That's a disappointing performance from him, but it just shows how much the car's dropped from last year. Perez was a consistent top 6 guy last year, and you know, the pace of the car is obviously dropping off now, which is disappointing to see. Anyway then, let's go. So it is race time. Lewis Hamilton on pole. It looks like Daniel Ricciardo in second place. It's a lovely little battle that we've got up front this year. It's great to see. So we'll go race trim and hard tyres for Sergio Perez, because that's what he's going to start on, and we'll do that for Fernando. So Fernando is going to attack, and then this. I mean, if we maybe do that, maybe that's a bit better for him. He's going to start on the hard tyres, and we'll get into it. So here we go. Anybody else on the harder tyres? Vettel on mediums there. So Perez, the first of the hard tyre runners, and hopefully he can get off to a clean start. Let's watch Fernando. Lights out, away we go. A decent start for Fernando, but not as quick as we'd hoped for, but we know that he is immense on the first lap. Unfortunately though, he is dropping back and he's actually in the clutches of Sergio Perez as this first lap continues to unfold. Yeah, Fernando Alonso 10th at the moment. Lewis Hamilton off to a good start and he's leading, but Kobayashi up into 9th place. That's a good start for Kamui, and he's ahead of Fernando Alonso as it stands. So here comes Alonso through the middle sector. He's having a look at Kamui Kobayashi, who's was his replacement, and he's having a look down the inside of the McLaren now, and what a move this could be. And Fernando through. He's up into 9th place now, and we'll keep attacking with him just a little bit to see whereabouts he can get to on this lap. He needs to get past Castroneves for 8th place. Perez currently in 12th, but remember Perez is on a different strategy to everybody else at the moment. So yeah, Alonso through on Castroneves, but we'll move him down to medium now, just so that he can keep his tyres going until this first pit stop, and hopefully he can keep Castroneves and Kobayashi at bay, who's just past Castroneves actually. Yellow flag. Danny Kvyat has crashed, which is not good for him, but it's good for us because it's one less person to worry about. Fernando in a little bit of clean air at the moment, back up to where he qualified. He's sticking with his old rival, Sebastian Vettel, but obviously Vettel on a different strategy, so it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Sergio Perez currently in 11th on his hard tyres. He's going to be going quite deep into the race, you would imagine, you know, providing that the weather holds, which I think it will. It looks like it might, but we've seen it change quicker than this before. So Perez not liking the temperature of his tyres at the moment, but you know, the whole idea is for him to look after his tyres for the duration of the race really, and be able to just bolt on a set of softs at the end and put in some super quick times. But we are closing in on Sebastian Vettel here with Fernando Alonso. Not quickly, but you know, effectively, and managing to do himself proud today. Fernando, he's had a very good episode so far. Sergio Perez down in 12th position, managing to just about hang on to be front of the hard tyre runners, and that's going to be a very important battle for him within this race. He needs to be ahead of the rest of the people on his strategy. I mean, there's only 2 people ahead of him on sort of harder tyres than the leaders, so you know, Perez could be in for a good result today, but he's just got to make the most of his tyres. Alonso about halfway through his tyre life at the moment, about the same as the leaders currently. He's 8th, he's just behind Sebastian Vettel, he's staying with him. He's not really getting close enough to make a pass, but he's you know, keeping him under pressure, keeping him honest. Sergio Perez is not too far behind Fernando really, considering they're on completely different strategies, and Perez is most definitely taking it easy at the moment. But yeah, Alonso in a decent amount of clean air. Leaders are nearly 20 seconds ahead of Fernando now, but hopefully he can go one or two more laps after this and bolt on a set of the mediums and then go till the end of the race. So 8 laps remaining now, and yeah, I think we're going to pit Fernando in this lap. We're going to put on a set of the medium tyres, fix his brakes, and yeah, that looks good. So he's currently, oh no, we want this and probably this as well. That's most likely the most sensible thing to do. with Fernando. We don't want to, 17 seconds in the pit stop, but it'll save him countless time if his suspension was to break. So we'll keep an eye on Sergio Perez now. He's not liking the feeling of his brakes, and to be fair, they might break. Get it? But he has to stick to the strategy, unfortunately. So Perez up to 11th now. Obviously he's come out ahead of Fernando, who's now down at the rear of the field, but is in some very good clean air and should be able to push the tyres till the end, to be honest. He's got 7 laps to go on those medium tyres, so should be able to push those tyres right to the end, and in clean air should do a good job. Whoops. Just clicked off the game for a second there. Well, apparently they didn't pit. Looked like they were going to. Perez has just got to keep going out there, unfortunately. Fernando currently in 15th. He's ahead of Bottas and Hulkenberg and Raikkonen. So, don't know what's happened to them, but Fernando currently doing a good job out there. And looking like he's going to get some good points today, which is good. Now then, the Renault has pitted, so Perez up to 5th as it stands. He's got the likes of Gianni behind him. Obviously Gianni's on the hard tyres with Perez, so that's going to be an interesting battle. I mean, Verstappen and co are absolutely running down their tyres now, and Perez is probably the quickest guy not to have stopped. So Fernando in 12th. I mean, how have those parts dropped that much? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Perez has got a lot of good fuel, so I think we'll push the engine a little bit more. Try and push Perez maybe one more lap after this. Although, I don't think it's worth it, so we'll bring him in for that. We'll fix that. We'll fix that for you. And we'll bring him in. And we'll go stupido mode. Alonso in 11th at the moment. He's just about holding off Jolyon Palmer, which is good. Yeah, I think Alonso will make it to the end of the race. He should do. Well, Palmer's gone down the inside and Palmer through. That's a surprise. Perez away in 16th. I don't think he's going to quite get back into the points now, but he's got a brand new set of soft tyres. He's going to just attack for the last 3 laps and see where he can get up to. Alonso up to 9th at the moment. We've still got Gianni to come in. Kobayashi's had a good race. He's up into 6th. So, and I think they came in a little bit earlier than us. But Alonso up to 8th, which is a good performance, to be honest with you. You know, we struggle to get up into these heights this season, so it would be a good performance that. We'll push him a little bit. We'll keep an eye on Perez. He's just overtaken Kimi Raikkonen for 15th place. So Perez, you never know, might get up into the points. He's only 8 seconds behind the Alonso group. So yeah, Perez through again. So here comes Perez. We're going on to the final lap now. But I just don't think he's going to have quite enough pace. Can we get past Jolyon Palmer for 7th place? Fernando Alonso really pushing, trying to do it. And there's Kobayashi just ahead of him as well. And here we go around the final corner. It doesn't look like we're quite going to do it. Fernando Alonso will finish 8th. Perez will finish 13th in the end. That's a shame. But quite a similar lap time on the final lap, which is surprising. But Lewis Hamilton has won another Grand Prix this season, Giovinazzi finishing in second, Vettel in third. We will have a look at the drivers' standings because it probably is quite interesting to look at. There you go, we won't break any rules this race, hopefully, fingers crossed. I wonder if you can actually break the rules even though you haven't done anything wrong. But there we go, Fernando Alonso finishing in 8th behind Kamui Kobayashi in that McLaren, which seems to be getting a little bit better than when Fernando was there. So Fernando up to 14th now, Perez in 16th, so a really poor season for us, and we're vastly losing ground. We're nowhere near going to finish 4th, and we've been told that we will be fired if we do not reach 4th position. So yeah, I think we're going to have to start looking for another job towards the end of the season. Maybe looking maybe move up the grid a little bit. But his morale's gone down, his has gone up. Yet again, he's going to be unhappy, you would imagine. New unlock, fair enough. We actually made money that race. That's the first time in a while that we've done that. And there we have it then. That's the end of that Grand Prix. Our headquarters are the best now in the championship. We've got the best, well, 4th best drivers, 7th best staff, 2nd best sponsors. I mean, that's unbelievable, really, considering how far Red Bull is. And the 5th best car. So, I mean, we could look for some new staff, couldn't we? I mean, it could be an idea. I don't know. James Allison, maybe? Can we bring him in as a mechanic? No. I don't know. I want mechanics. That's what I want. Race mechanics. Peter Bonington, maybe. He's interested. Let's do a bit of negotiation. End this episode. What's he currently on? He's on that. So let's offer him that. Wants a medium contract. Okay, that's fine. Give him $1 million. Goodness me. We'll do that. Oh dear me. We'll do that, I guess. So Peter Bonington could be a guy that we bring in. Let's have a look at some more. Tony Ross. I mean, what about Simon Rennie? He's apparently the best in the business, and he is interested apparently. We'll give him 300,000. He wants a medium contract. Team pays all. Yeah. Thieving so-and-sos. We'll do that. Now let's continue on a bit just to see if we manage to get them. Oh dear. I think that could actually be us finished. He's on 0 now. Oh, I thought that was our farewell message. We have got some sponsors as well. Yeah, let's go for that one. So 2 million in the bank. That's another good thing. We'll go up to that contract proposal. Suspension build has been finished, which is good. So we can fit this to Fernando's car now. And do that. Maybe. We'll do that because it's quite even. So we'll design a new part. The gearbox is where we're really lacking apparently. I like to go for a bit more reliability. We'll do that because, you know, that's pretty good, and maybe that as well, and that means we'll be able to set something else up before the next race. Choosing a vote. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, well, so what can we do? We want a 3-session qualifying is what we want. Virtual safety car. Driver aids allowed. Spec engines. No. Doesn't look like you. Doesn't look like you can do it. Oh, I don't know. I don't think there's anything in there that I particularly want. Nah. Oh, is this it? Hold on. No, that's not. Nah. I mean, what are the upcoming votes? That's fine. Right. Nah, we'll reject it for now. That's fine. We'll see what the... oh, and he's coming as well. He wants more money, I assume. Well, yeah, he wants some more money. I mean, that's the maximum we can go for. It's a lot of money, but it could really help us. Oh, he wants more money as well. Why? Want some more money? Yeah, we'll do that. Right then, that is going to be where we leave this episode, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you do leave a like down below if you did, and hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.